and I'm going to be streaming some Ball Pit here in a second. That's a game published by Devolver Digital. It's like a brick breaker, bullet hell. Um, yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's got roguelite elements. They just dropped a encoding overloaded. I think I'm okay. It says I'm live. Um, they just dropped an update. No, I'm getting errors. Hold on. Use a faster encoding preset. Why am I always having errors? And Stream Elements is doing me dirty again, saying that I'm live with Pokemon Legends. One of these days, Stream Elements. Bang, zoom to the moon. Let me see what's up with my encoding real quick. It is time to play with balls. Sam, is it looking okay? Is it sounding okay? Am I at a low frame rate? Sounds good and looks good. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a look here at the trailer for the Regal update. And hopefully OBS is just lying to me. But yeah, let's take a look at this trailer.
It's time. We're back and we've got more Ball Pit. It's spinning, it's twinning, it's happening. It's the Regal update. Time to class up this joint with two new hunters. First is the Carouser, whose returning balls orbit around him. It's an elegant approach for a more civilized ball swinging. Second up, the Falconer, a nobleman of mysterious origins flanked by his two trusted falcons. Two falcons that, you guessed it, shoot balls out of their beaks. And my friend Kenny Sun and friends also added 8 new balls to the arsenal. We've got fireworks, a catapult, an upgrade from iron to steel balls, this crazy laser cutter ball, and the landslide ball, the dirtiest ball of all. And there's even more than we can fit in this trailer. But Kenny has one last incredible trick in his update bag. Endless mode. Unlock the ability to just keep playing after you defeat the boss. This is where you're going to be absolutely wrecking with maximum balls completely powered up. It's Ball Pit, the Regal update. Available now.
Of course, my mic was muted. I'm still getting some weird encoding errors. I'm gonna try to run a game and see if it's okay. If it acts weird, I may have to go offline and come back. It's saying it's getting encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoder. This is weird because it's not even, I'm not even running the game on the PC, so it shouldn't be having issues. Ball Pit is amazing. Can you believe Shack News gave this a 6 out of 10? Anyway. So I need to get the I need to get 2 blueprints so I can get the 2 new characters. I'm just gonna play but let me know if it's not right. Greg, I'm getting this thing that's giving me an encoding, it's saying encoding error, but I haven't dropped any frames yet. So let me know if it looks okay in the stream, guys. I did not mention the forbidden game. I said blueprints, not the forbidden game. The game's fine. It's different, as Greg said, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Right now I'm playing this on fast mode, but normal mode. I'm gonna see if I can unlock those 2 new characters. The gameplay looks okay. I haven't dropped any frames. It's just I get this intermittent error that says encoding overloaded. Yeah, I think there is something wrong, but it's not. I don't know. Yeah, there's like a hitch every once in a while. I don't like that. If I can fix that, I'd like to fix that. But we'll see what happens. There. There. I'm trying to call it out when it's happening. Are you using a faster encoding preset? One thing I read is that I should have run OBS as an administrator, but I don't get's going. I don't know. I think Windows is just having issues. Windows 11 has been a nightmare for me. Well, if it's tolerable, I'm not gonna go offline, but if it gets bad, someone let me know. In the meantime, we're streaming Ball Pit here on the Shack News Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook platforms. They also added an endless mode, which is incredibly dangerous. mean, I have a pretty OP build here with my... These are the two most upgraded characters I have. I'm trying to unlock some blueprints so I can get some new characters. I didn't do that earlier in the day, so we're going to have to watch me play this game a little bit without the new characters before I start playing some new characters. I hope we encounter the new balls here. I so far haven't seen any new ones. This is actually the last level of the game. Maybe this isn't the last level. It might be the second to last level. No, it's like the third to last level. Whatever. Right now I'm playing on normal mode. Fast. Oh yeah, the music in this game's outstanding. Lots of demons on screen for sure. Welcome RMS, you're actually here when I'm not about to go offline. I just started the stream. We're trying to unlock some blueprints of the new characters, so I can try them out. It's the Falconer and I can't remember the other guy. But yeah, there's two new characters and a couple other things. So if you shoot your ball through this lava, everything goes on fire. You see I have flaming balls. So when you have one of those on the screen, it can benefit to angle your shot through there. Yeah, this is a game I'm hopelessly addicted to, so you know, I would have been doing this anyway. Well, I actually had a meeting that I'm supposed to get. I have to show up for instead. But usually in the afternoon or evenings, this has kind of been my chill out game. I really like Brick Breaker games and bullet hells, so this game kind of scratches that itch, and it has a roguelike element. I quite enjoy it. So maybe this won't be my last ball pit stream here on the ShackStream family of streaming platforms. Got him. How do I know when to go for those corner shots? It really depends. Okay, well, I didn't get a freaking blueprint, so that's not great. I do need to harvest, so... This is the game within the game. So there's like a little city builder mechanic where like a lot of these buildings can be buffs for characters. You can also harvest steel, wheat, and wood. So I do that. So you literally bounce characters off of buildings in different plots of land, and that's how you harvest them. But yeah, the angling of your balls is that's an interesting question, Denny, because like sometimes you'll have different passive abilities that will be like if you bounce off of a wall, it actually buffs your attack. Sometimes you'll get a passive that actually incentivizes you not to do that. I'm actually gonna try to figure out, like, I don't know, let's see. So I've beaten all the base levels on regular speed. Here we go. I was in the gory grasslands. I think I need this guy. Juggler. There we go, the gory grasslands. But then other times it's also just strategic, right? Like if you have a ball that passes through enemies, sometimes it makes sense to do that. There's also these daggers, so there's like a dagger where you get a higher chance at a crit if you go from one side or the other, so that can influence why you're going to angle your balls depending on which way you go. So I think it has a lot to do with what passives you have. Now the character I'm using, he actually shoots the balls from the top of the screen as opposed to from the bottom, so you're seeing like it's all bouncing from the top. So if I can get that dagger that's pointing down, that would be the right one. So of course the game gives me the dagger pointing up, which is worthless for me. Yeah, dude, you know, it's funny. I've seen some people be like, yeah, I don't like the music. I've seen some people say, yeah, I don't like the game. And I'm like, well, I love the game and the music. Oh, here we go. So I got the ruby hilted dagger. Increased crit chance 25% when hitting them in the back. So, because I am going from the top down here, that's like a perfect one for me to pick. And that's one that I'm gonna buff too. This seems to be new. Iron onesie. Balls deal 0.8% more damage for each baby ball on the field. I'll take that. My build is powerful right out the gate, David. It is, I have a lot of the buffs from the various buildings. So, like, some of my passives start at 2 instead of level 3. So it makes it easier to, like, it makes it easier to get to 100%. Ooh, I think I got a blueprint. I think I did. He'll tell me here in a second. Let's mess this together. But yeah, I've maxed out a lot of the buildings in that game within a game that I was showing earlier. So I have a lot of buffs going into every game, David. But yeah, I also pretty good at picking like what I should be doing based on what characters I have on screen. So right now I'm working with the juggler and the shade. The shade shoots balls from the back and they have a 10% chance of crit. And then the juggler actually lobs balls, so where you aim means a lot. Like, it won't just be a straight line on the ground, like you'll actually throw it in the air. I mean, I'll try to explain the town. I'm sure I don't have it perfectly figured out, but I can explain what I do know. Because it is confusing and they don't really tell you what to do. They just kind of throw you in the game and are like, have at it, kid. Which is annoying at first. At first I was like, I really don't like the city builder thing. I was like, I don't get it, it's kind of dumb. And then I was like, oh, this is important. I should probably do more. But yeah, I'll show you some of the buildings and what they do exactly, and why you should care about them. Usually it tells you right when you pick up a blueprint. So once you're maxed out on everything, it just gives you gold when you get the fusion. But then if you're lucky enough, or sorry, when you get enough gems, but if you get a fusion, then you can merge 2 balls. Then the next time you max out your gems, you'll be able to do another upgrade or another ball. That's where the X in ball X pit comes from, right? So you see now I can pick another ball. I'll go with the X side. You see now I'm back to, I have everything is at level 3. Yeah, I mean I'm using Restream RMS, so I don't know exactly what series of tubes it's sending our videos through, but yeah, apparently Facebook's a little bit later. It's also on Twitter, but you know, who's on Twitter anymore? The nice thing about Twitter and Facebook streams is the VODs are just kind of there after you're live. So if people want to watch it after the fact, they can. Hooray. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I was able to win that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the base now. David, you wanted me to kind of go through some of these buildings, so here we go. So yeah, let me zoom in. This is a granite slab. It's like level 3. You can upgrade it. So, you know, this is where you get your rocks from. This is where you get your trees from. This is where you get your wheat from, right? And you can upgrade the density of these. And then over here, so I kept a couple of these like forever upgradable buildings around here. Well, I was playing on fast, David, so you know it does speed up the game, and I had it all the way on the right too, so I was playing at 3x speed plus in fast mode, so that it runs about 10 minutes. So the wagon factory is how you increase your speed. It can be upgraded indefinitely. Capitolium is how you increase your leadership indefinitely. The Iron Fortress is a house for the shield bearer, but if you bounce one of your villagers or off of it, it increases their build points. So when I'm building something, I throw that in there. The Grand Museum is how you buff your intelligence, and that can be upgraded infinitely. And then the Marksman Guild is how you increase your dexterity, and that's also an infinite upgrade. The hospital, you can increase your endurance, so that'll help with your health. That's upgradable infinitely. Health. And then the Warriors Guild is how you upgrade your strength, and that can be upgraded infinitely. The university is how you increase your intelligence. Your AoE gets buffed by that. The mausoleum is just how you unlock the shade. The clinic is how you get, it buffs your endurance, but it's not infinite. Antique shop is how, you know how I get to choose my passive at the beginning? That's the building that you have to build to do that. So each battle begins with the choice of passive, which is pretty useful. Workers Guild lets workers gather up to 24 hours of resources while the game is closed. So you can actually have them harvesting while you're not playing the game. Watchtower increases the harvest clock by 4 seconds. The sheriff's office, it's just how you get the itchy finger. It also gives you a extra gold for every 8 enemies you kill. Oh, I can upgrade this. The diplomacy hall is leadership. I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm not. But now I gotta drag it into the area where I'm gonna actually bounce off of it. Let's see what else. Schoolhouse, all characters get +2 bonus on intelligence. The bag maker adds an extra ball slot. Archery range is for dexterity. Necromancer, this is an important one. This gives you a revive, and if you buff it 3 times, you get 75% health when you revive. That's pretty huge. It also wipes out like 5 rows of bad guys when you get revived, so it's pretty important. Carpenter, Abbey. The Abbey increases your XP gained. Shoemaker increases your speed. The mansion is just a, that's how you get the spendthrift, but it also buffs nearby things. The candle maker gives you 3 free upgrades in a fusion reactor instead of just the 1 when you originally start it. Meditation tank increases the number of upgrade choices from 3 to 4 when you're leveling up. Yeah, the jeweler, this is an important one. It increases your starter ball level to 3. I was mentioning that one earlier. And then the evolution chamber, new balls start at level 2. New passive start at level 2 is the relic collector. Unlock the ability to exchange gold for other resources is the market. So if you can just click on, oh, I don't want to do that. You can just click on the market, and if you're low on resources and you have a ton of gold, you can just swap whatever. Trek to Yomi's a cool game. Gunsmith gives you +5 to dexterity. Gemsmith, this begins each battle with the choice of an extra ball. That's an important one. Increase gold at the bank. I got a couple of these barracks and whatnot. Some of these are just houses for characters. The physicist. So that's why right now what I'm looking for is I need to get, I'm actually going to move this out of the way. So right now I'm going to try to get this building done. Yeah, I got to deploy my harvest. I did it. Well, like, it's weird, David. Positioning, I don't really... You see how I moved that one building just to be close to where I deploy my balls? Because, like, I don't really... A lot of these buildings, once you're done upgrading them, you don't really need them. So I put them in the periphery. You want to have the stuff you harvest kind of in the center of the level. So, you know, for me, it's trees and rocks, basically. But yeah, like, it's not... Buildings are not as strategically placed as they could be, probably. And yeah, I have maxed out, like, the whole, level. But yeah, I'm trying to get these, I'm not gonna play this guy. He plays the game for you. It's kind of lame. I'll do that later. Do the empty nester, and... You guys want to see some turn-based ball pit? I'll do the tactician. So hopefully I can get some of these blueprints. So you see, it's not an automatic shot. I get to place where I want to be, and then I hit the R trigger. So that's my turn right there. That's my turn. Yeah, turn-based ball pit's pretty funny, right? You're like, what? But it's kind of cool because, like, you see, like, the projectiles freeze while you plan your turn, so you can, like, make sure you don't get hit, at least by the ones that are on the screen already. I'm trying to angle them the way right. Yeah, there we go. Ah, see, sometimes you screw up though, like, you don't know that they're about to shoot a they're about to shoot a projectile at you. See, like the silver bullet, balls deal 25% bonus damage until they hit a wall. So, because I've been hitting the wall a lot this round, I'm not going to use that passive. Probably just buff light with blinds enemies. Damn it, I did not mean to bounce off of that corner. This is the opposite. Each time a ball hits a wall, it deals 50% extra damage. Now that's my shit. So I like wagging it when I'm bouncing stuff off the walls. I don't like how close this guy's getting. There we go. Yep. So it's annoying, like that projectile's getting in my way. Like I kinda wanted to aim over here, but I can just move over here and do it. But if you get too close to these enemies, they could melee you. That was pretty effective. I'm wondering if I need to play on normal mode to get the blueprints, because I have not seen a blueprint yet. It might just be RNG. I'm at the next mini boss. There we go. The pace when you're playing with this turn-based guy is a little different. It actually makes fighting this boss a little bit easier because he's like frozen when I attack. Yeah, I don't think they got any new achievements. I'm playing on Switch too, Denny, so I don't really notice that because Nintendo still doesn't really have an achievement system in the year 2026. Now this is where the other side of the turn base is kind of shitty, because now I have to just hope I can dodge these. I took out some of the arrows. Yeah, I don't really mind about in-game achievements as much as I do, like, I just want to get the new characters. But that does suck if you're like a trophy hunter on PlayStation, or if you like your Steam achievements. It would be nice if they added more. Damn, I got lit up there. Definitely seems like a philosophical thing for Nintendo when it comes to no achievements on their system. There we go. Okay, well, I still don't have a frickin' no blueprints. What is going on? How do I get these blueprints? I might actually Google that shit. There's character-specific ones. So it's like... It says it drops randomly. I guess these drop randomly. They're saying I should play late game, which I can do. That's not... Okay, I already... I got this now. I can just put it back over here somewhere. I'm gonna just do a regular harvest. I'm gonna bring this guy back over here. I guess I was doing the right thing. I just gotta keep playing. More chatter about endless mode. Yeah, I mean, endless mode's a dangerous thing. I don't know if I should be playing endless mode on stream. Especially because I'm trying to get those blueprints. I do think endless mode is a cool addition. I've been saving all my money and resources to build these things. I just can't get the frickin', I'm gonna go back to my first 2 characters and then just go to the last, like, couple of levels and see if that's what it wants me to do. It says 1 undiscovered blueprint. Okay, okay. Yeah. I think it's the last 2 levels. I can discover the blueprints in these levels. So I'm gonna play with my best 2 characters. And the only reason they're my best 2 characters, they're the first 2 characters you unlock. And I buffed them more than I did the other ones at first. So in theory, the blueprint I'm looking for should be on this level. In my opinion, this is the hardest level in the game. I have not really encountered the new balls very much, Donovan. I'm not entirely sure. Have you not played this level yet? It's the second to last one in the game. When I got to it, I was like, oh, this must be the last level, because it was super fucking hard. Ended up being second to last. First mini boss. I did it! I got the blueprint for the falconry hut. So next game I will play with the falcon. Yeah, I like the magic staff because it increases the area of effect damage kind of across the board on any of your elemental attacks. Yeah, I got the falconry one, so next game we'll do that, and then I think I'll go to the last level for that. It seems like that's where it is. We might have a guide here. How to unlock the falconer and how to unlock the I think the hardest part about this level is that, like, I don't know if you've noticed, like, some of them will hover, so when you're shooting balls at them, they, like, dodge it by, because, like, they go underneath them. It's kind of annoying. Boom. Blueprint found. Hooray. Okay, so now I gotta build this falconry building, the falconry hut. says I need to bounce 30 characters off of it. That's not too bad. But just to make sure. See, it's not just about building it. You have to build it and then bounce your characters off of it for it to be like ready to go kind of thing. You unlocked a new character, the Falconer. Cool. I like that instead of like an OK button, it just says cool. Cool. Okay. So the Falconer starts with lightning. I'm going to pair the Falconer with the Warrior. And we are going to go to the last level. So you see it says I have one undiscovered blueprint there. So I think it's... I'm going to just put it in the guides channel. You see, those falcons on my right and left. This is gonna be interesting because one of my characters is rank level 1. We'll see if I can actually get through this. My understanding is I should be able to find the blueprint for this next character. Yeah, the pits are balling, TJ. I think I actually have figured out how to get these characters, so I found a couple of Shack News guides that we could write, because the internet seems to not know what they're talking about. No surprise the Google snippet doesn't know what it's talking about. right now I'm playing as the Falconer alongside the Warrior. I love Pressure Valve. Enemies explode on death, dealing 97 to 129 damage to adjacent enemies. You get this nice chain reaction of death when you use this properly. There it is. Party house. Okay, I got both of those. Both of those blueprints. I don't know if I love this whole Falcons on either side of me thing. Because they're getting in this, it's like how there's this black hole here. One of my Falcons is just shooting balls right into the black hole. There's been times where it's like, I'm not hitting what I'm trying to aim at because of where they are. I don't hate them, they seem kind of gimmicky. But I'm not complaining, it's a free DLC. It's not. I'm happy to see them supporting this game. At the same time, it is cool to have like a crossfire going on where you can bounce. Like, it just kind of feels like the cohabitants, but just wider. The way they're shooting is like from a different perspective, and it's very similar to the cohabitants. I think the point of all these updates is just to give you more challenges. I'm here for it. the final boss. Okay. Falconer leveled up again. Leveled up again. Leveled up again. Leveled up again. Where's the level 25? I got the Falconer up to level 6 already. Okay, so now I gotta build the... What's it called? I'm not entirely sure. That guy over there. Build... I think it was called the Party House? Has me bounce 30 off of it. I've unlocked the new character, the Carouser. So how to unlock the Carouser? Play with both of them. I can just start off at the beginning of the game. I'm going to play a normal run here on the Boneyard. The Carouser does sound like an awkward Batman villain. You're right. You'll never get away with this, the Carouser. Or Carouser. So I may die here, because neither of these characters are very buffed. So we'll see what happens. This is the first level of the game, though. So yeah, they start to circle me. Like, I have this, like, circle of balls around me. After I've fired them off. It's kind of interesting. You can just, like, kind of use your force field to hit them. Stone. I think stone is new. That's a new ball. Oh, the Carouser with this tornado of balls is kind of cool. I think I like the Carouser more than the Falconer. Too aggressive. I need to hang back a little bit. Otherwise, these characters, the enemies keep dropping on me. So they just spin around me, I guess. Carouser's kind of awesome. It's good in levels where you're like close to like melee range. But it's also good like against projectiles because you have this like essentially a force field of balls around you. Definitely think the Carouser's better than the Falconer. And I'm using them together because, you know, I want to level them up. We got this Nintendo show coming up here shortly. This will probably be my last game of the stream. So I'm glad I got a chance to show everyone the Falconer and the Carouser. We got a couple of looks at the new balls. Seems like there were a few that we didn't actually get to see. But that's the RNG of this game, right? You don't really get to pick what balls you use in a given round. You get to choose out of a selection of 3 or 4 balls. That's up to RNGs. The Skeleton King's actually kind of hard. But I think I have the right passives and balls to get in here. I defeated the Skeleton King. Falconer is level 7. Carouser's level 2. The Carouser's level 3. Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it for the stream, everybody. Appreciate everyone who decided to tune in. Even you lurkers out there, thanks for watching. Even if you're not the chattiest of persons. Or peoples. Oh, you know what? I'm going to move this building because I don't need it there anymore. But yeah, we unlocked the Carouser, we unlocked the Falconer, figured out how to do it, showed people the city builder aspect of the game. I think I explained a lot of the buildings. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our website for more content ball pit related and everything else. We have YouTube channels with all sorts of great content. I'll be talking about this patch on our podcast this week in Switch 2. Because I'm playing this on Switch 2. There's our social media. Even TikTok, even though TikTok's basically dead. Yeah, there might be some clips from this stream. I definitely came up with a couple of guide ideas, because I don't think it's very clear how to unlock these characters. That's right, the Steve Tendo show is up next. What is Steve playing tonight? Steve is playing Animal Crossing. Cool. They got that 3.0.0 update, so stay tuned if you're into Animal Crossing. But yeah, those are all the places you can follow us. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was the Regal update for Ball Pit. This is published by Devolver Digital. It's out on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch 2, all sorts of places. This update was free, and yeah, support indie games. This is a cool indie game. We love indie games here at Shack News. My name is Asif Khan. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, stay tuned for the Steve Tendo show up next. Bye-bye.